What is up, YouTube? This is Hypergon, back again for another video, and welcome to my newest edition of Throwdown Thursday. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do this for the past couple of weeks, but unfortunately, everyone I've been dueling has been constantly exiting out of the duel before it ends, ruining the feed I got. I've only recently been able to actually get full duels that weren't quit out of, so I do apologize for that. I was intending on this to be a weekly segment. Hopefully I don't encounter this issue again in the future. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Alright, so first things up was, let's see, where was that? This one wasn't too long. It was just a quick little matchup against a hero deck, if it'll load up. As you can see, the deck I'm highlighting this week is Red Eyes. I've been really hyped about the new Red Eyes archetype coming out, so I was extremely happy to test these guys out and just see how they did. And unfortunately, this guy kind of decided to get rid of my Return of Red Eyes, which is the Red Eyes Monster Reborn, essentially. Hilariously good card, but I didn't have anything in the graveyard, so it didn't make a difference. This guy thought he was going to bring out a Koga, and for some odd reason, in the Torrential Tribute, banished Neo's Alias. I honestly don't know why he did that. Just with the Miracle Fusions in his hand, I can't imagine a reason for that. But anyway, I just went ahead and used Red Eyes Fusion, one of the most hilariously broken fusion cards I've ever seen. Just went in for almost half beats thanks to Black Metal, and then burned him with Red Eyes. So I brought him down to a measly 1800 life points, which I thought was kind of funny that I did that all in one turn. It really shows how busted the new Red Eyes stuff is. So he brings out a 0, and at this point I'm thinking, hell, I'm going to have to end up getting my field nuked, but oh well, afterwards I can just use Black Metal Dragon's effect to search to grab something else, and then it didn't happen. Honestly, at this point, I forgot about Black Dragon Archfiend's ability that when he attacks or is attacked, card effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. So because of that, I actually did not die, and he quit on me the following turn because he was obviously kind of sunk. But the next duel I only got 2 duels for you guys today, sorry. Like I said, I had a difficult time getting these things. Was actually a very close matchup. This is the wrong side. There we go, that's better. As you can see, I'm facing a Satellar Knight player, and to be honest, I cannot stand Satellar Knights. I think they are bland, boring, and literally just do the same scripted thing every flippin' time. But, you know, I can't really begrudge them that. I use a deck that used to do the same thing, so whatever. So he just goes with the basic Lavolval chain setup here. What I decided to do to start off was actually use Dragon Shrine, so I could first get a copy of Red Eyes Flare Dragon, and then send Protector the Shrine. What this guy did right here, I don't think he realized how Gemini's works, so he tried to Fiendish Chain it. But unfortunately, when these guys come out, they're still normal monsters, so he kind of wasted that there, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, I wanted to get a Protector of the Shrine into the graveyard as soon as was humanly possible, just because his effect can be used from the graveyard, so I'll have the line of protection whenever my Red Eyes monsters are destroyed. Unfortunately, it doesn't help me much here when the Arc decided to just take my Red Eyes monster, but oh well, things happen. So I just decided to kind of play it safe here for a little bit, just get Blackstone Legend back in my hand just so I can have it, and then I set Wyvern, just, you know, so I wouldn't die immediately, ideally. So he just does this. I get to use the Shrine's effect, but he warninged it. But in my mind, I didn't really care that much, because regardless, I was going to be using it to get out this guy, Red Eyes Lightning Lord Evil Archfiend. However, since I'd gotten Blackstone Legend back the previous turn, I just decided to use that instead. The reason? Because I have this here falling down, so I was going to take that arc. Unfortunately, he had an MST, so that wasn't really happening. But no biggie, I still had the bigger monster, and so I beat him with the bigger monster. Of course, since he's an arc, he lived, but whatever. I still had a Compulse, and he decided to call during my end phase in order to do Satellar Knight things. The very reason I cannot stand this deck. It is just so stupid. It just does this. Just over and over again, and it drives me insane. So, obviously, he was going to go into this. This was going to compulse everything back to the field, and I decided, screw that, I'm going to compulse you first. Because I did not want to deal with that. Unfortunately, I was very well aware that he still had other Satellar Knight things in his hand, so I was basically just reducing the damage by an arc. Because guess what? He just does the same thing anyway. Then you got this guy. I don't see him too often. I know he does burn damage, but it just... I don't know, it just feels kind of weird to me that he's in a Satellar Knight deck. Especially with the other three just being so much more versatile. Then he went into a diamond, which was annoying, but... Then I drew this. Dragon's Mirror. This was hilarious, because it let me go into First of the Dragons. This card was the MVP of this duel for me. It put in so much work. I was able to crash since I can't be destroyed by battle with normal monsters, and so this guy figured he was going to be all smart and try and get rid of this thing. Unfortunately, he didn't quite realize how this guy worked. You'll see what I mean in a second. Here we go, doing his Satellar Knight things, and he goes into Trevor to attempt to bounce me back. However, he is not affected by monster effects. This guy didn't know that, and so he was quite confused to say the least. Alright, so that happened. I drew into Protect the Shrine, but I decided not to summon it because I still had that Wyvern in my graveyard from earlier. And I really wanted that thing to hop back out when for it to use its effect so I could get some more field presence other than just this guy. Because he was not going to carry me through the entire duel. So, end phase, do that, get Red Eyes out. I didn't really have much of a plan for the Red Eyes, I just kind of wanted some more beats. And of course this guy had to go into an Excalibur and ultimately kill Red Eyes again, which did cost me some life points, but oh well. I still got to use Protect the Shrine, which meant I would be able to then go into Red Eyes Lightning Lord and hopefully get to do something with that, because at least that was my intention. I knew he couldn't do a whole lot since this thing was going to go back down to 2,000 after this. And then, of course, Call of the Flippin' Haunted. Why not? It's not like he hasn't been doing this the entire time or anything. Seriously, this is the reason I cannot stand Satellar Knights. They just do this. So bland. And then this right here is what screwed me. I was confused why he was attacking into this guy, and then, of course, Honest happened. Down to 300, it's okay, I can still do this. Nope, Cowboy's a thing, and I lost because of that. Activated Return of Red Eyes just for shits and giggles, didn't really do anything. And yeah, I lost. But it was still a really good duel. It did highlight some of the strengths that the Red Eyes archetype has. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys this time. Hopefully, if all goes well, I should be able to get another Throwdown Thursday up next week, which allows me to go into this. I don't know what deck I want to use for the next segment, so if you guys can give me an idea, the decks that I have on DevPro currently, or that I can throw on there because I have a build for, are, that I haven't used, Yosenju's, Bujins, Infernities, and I think that's about it. There is another deck on there, but it's something I want to save for later. But if you guys have a different... Oh, I also have Scraps. So if any of those decks sound appealing to you guys, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll take that into account. But if by next week I don't hear anything from you guys, then I'll just use whatever the hell deck I feel like at the time. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think of these duels and what you want to see next week down in the comments below. If you have a different idea for a deck you want me to use, just shoot that down there. If I can think of a good build for it, or I like the deck, I'll just give that a shot. And, of course, don't forget to also like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, peace.